What if writing a page could actually change the way you feel and think about your future? Hey, my love, welcome back. And tonight I'm trying to have a very cozy, relaxing night, is one of those for me. So I was gonna spend the next hour doing this activity that I really like, that is one of my favorite manifestation techniques, and I thought, why not sharing it? But before we start, I want to share with you my sweet treat of the night. I'm going to be having this carrot cake with nuts and cream cheese topping. Delicious. And I also made myself a cup of tea. I'm in those days of the month for the girls, and it's really important to keep our bodies warm during this time. So I have everything settled, also a candle on the back to start doing this activity that is one of my favorite manifestation techniques, that is called scripting. I believe there was a time that scripting was very trendy. It was something that people were talking about. So many people already know what it is. Maybe they don't know how to do it, how to start doing it. Some people may not know what exactly it is. So I just thought maybe I could share my experience with it, what I think about it, and how I do scripting. So what exactly is scripting? Scripting is basically you writing down a story, a vision that you have in your mind about something that you want to experience in the future as it is happening in the present moment. I believe most people fail in scripting because they think it's like magic. I'm just gonna write it down on a piece of paper and it's just gonna become true. But that's not the soul of scripting. If you want to try scripting, you have to understand that the first goal of scripting is having all your goals clear. Where do you want to go? Because if you don't know where you want to go, anywhere you go will be good enough. And that's not a thing that I believe you want. It's not a thing I want for you either. So it helps us have a clear thought or a clear vision of the things we want and the goals we want to achieve. So that's gonna be like the main goal for scripting. And what I believe is the most important thing here in scripting is not writing down things that you don't believe will happen to you. For example, if you want to write down, I have $1 million, I have €1 million, and you don't even believe that can happen to you, you don't even believe you deserve that kind of money, that will just keep you frustrated. And that's not the goal here. The goal is really to write down things that you truly believe can happen to you, no matter how big they are. Because I believe without the faith, all this manifestation and all the techniques is just a waste of time. Okay, so faith is the most important thing here. Write down things that you can clear envision in your head that can happen in reality. And for last, the feelings. Feeling the things you are writing down is really important. If you can take the vision you have in your head, put it on a piece of paper, and actually feeling the emotions of that thing happening in reality, I think that's where the magic happens. So now I'm gonna show you all the things that I do and how do I actually script in my life. I am a very visual person, so I like to see something that is related to my goal while I'm writing down, while I'm scripting. So the thing that I do is basically go to Pinterest, and let's say I want to manifest a trip. I go there and I search of the city or the country I want to visit, and I download the pictures, I print them in little pictures like this. I'm going to show you some of the ones I have, and I save them, I cut them in little pictures like that. For example, I have here Barcelona. I've never been, and I have this one that's in Lake Como. I've been to Lake Como this month, and so many other things. There is lots of snow pictures because I've never seen snow. It came from a tropical country, so I've never seen snow. So this is what I do. I cut little pictures from Pinterest so I can glue them on my notebook. That is another thing that I really need. Some people will just like take a piece of paper and write it down. Some people don't even need images or don't even need to see. They just write down, their heads are enough. But I like to have this. So I bought one notebook every year. This is the 2026 notebook, and I'm going to show you some pages. So I have this page here that I'm talking about my future dog. I really want to have a dog, so I was scripting about it a couple months ago. So what I basically did, I went to Pinterest, I searched for the dog that I wanted, and I printed the picture, I glued into the notebook, and I started writing things down about the dog. And on this one specifically, I'm talking about how much love he brings into our life, how much I love him, how much everyone around us love him, how much healthy he is, and how goofy he is, and so many other things. Even reading this, you became emotional because you having this, you feeling things about something that it's not a reality yet, but it feels like it's already here. And I think that's the soul of scripting, is the feelings you're gonna be having while talking about your goal. If you start feeling frustrated while writing it down, if you start feeling something bad, stop scripting and rethink about it, and start again when you feel actually ready and when you feel like your head is in a good position to actually go through this emotion. This is supposed to be something fun, okay? You can tell me, Chiara, I don't need a whole notebook, I don't need the pictures, I don't need the images, I don't need nothing like that. I can work with my mind and I can write down in a piece of paper. You do however you feel like it's gonna work for you, or however you feel like you're gonna have fun doing it, okay? You don't need to follow the exactly steps, you just do what feels right for you. This is how it works for me. I usually just glue one pictures or a couple pictures in one page, but you can do something like whole pictures in one side and just scripting on the other side. You can just decorate the way you want. If you want to do something like this, if you want to have a notebook, you can just have fun with this, and I think that's something really important in this type of technique. And for the last part of the video, I thought about talking a little bit about the mistakes we might be doing while scripting. If you are a beginner or if you never scripted before, these are some you want to be avoiding. Number one, we previously talked about it. It is writing things down that you don't believe can become true. I think that's the major one. That's why we talked about it at the beginning. But there is more. Number two would be not taking actions daily towards your goals. If you have a goal, a vision, something you scripted about, but in your daily life you're not taking actions towards it, it's gonna be even harder for that to manifest. And I'm not even judging, because sometimes I do the same. So it will be very important for you to take actions towards it. If you scripted about it, you now have a clear vision of what you want, so that makes even more easy for you to take daily actions towards that goal. Number three will be changing your goals constantly. Today you write about something that you really like, let's say a car. Today you want a Porsche. Tomorrow you're gonna script about wanting a Mercedes, and you're gonna be changing your goal every single time you script. I think that's something you need to work on first. That's why scripting is so important, is because it makes you so clear on your vision. It makes you so clear on your goal that you know exactly what you want, and you can script multiple times about it. It's gonna be the same goal. You can change your mind. Of course you can change your mind, but when you change your mind, you change your mind, okay? You don't keep changing it every single day, okay? Just try to find a goal, something that you really really like and that you already have all the vision to it, so you can script about it. Don't keep changing it every time. You can change, yes you can, but not constantly, okay? And the last one, number four, will be expecting immediate results and very specific results. I know this can be really frustrating because we're writing things down and we're expecting them to happen right away or in a very specific way. And if you uh, hear about scripting, most people will tell you just write details, be very specific in what you want. And I totally believe on that. I totally do that. But sometimes it doesn't happen the way we scripted it. It doesn't happen in the timing we expected it to happen. But you have to trust God's timing and God's plan on this one, because everything that you write down, if they don't become the way exactly you want it, it's gonna be even better. Because when you trust that, when you trust God's timing, when you trust God's plan, it's gonna be way much better. Trust me. You can be thinking, I want a yellow car, and God will give you a blue car, and you'll be like, I don't want a blue car. But in the long term, you will understand why God gave you a blue car. Why was it so important to get you a blue car, not a yellow car? Okay, so you have to trust really with your heart, have lots of faith, and know that everything your heart desires, the universe, God, is desiring it for you. Okay, everything is working on your favor. If you really believe on that, you got this. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I am going to take the next 30 minutes to script. I'm not going to do 1 hour anymore. I'm going to finish my tea and probably go to bed very soon. Thank you so much. If you're still here, leave a suggestion in the comments for me, for others if you want. Maybe a question if you have any. I'll be so happy to answer to that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.